All right, can you guys hear me now? I feel like you guys should be able to hear me now. Can you guys hear me now? Ah, yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sticking around. Um, uh, so sorry, so sorry. Um, I'm just trying to like get my way around it and all of those things. So, all right, I feel like after now we're not gonna have that issue anymore. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning. Now, like I said, one thing we need to understand about trading gold is the fact that we need to know where price is coming from and where price is heading to. Now, it's not even about gold like every other pair that you're trading. Now, one of the reasons is that it gives you an insight. Now, you don't just go to in the morning and just open your pay and go to 5 minutes and say, Adex, I'll say you want to buy or sell gold because of okay, maybe a little price action you are seeing currently. And so, okay, price will sell, I want to sell, price buy, I want to buy. No, the question is, do you understand why price is buying? Do you understand why price is selling? Or like, do you understand um um your general overview or where price is heading towards? You know, so that's what top down analysis, that's one of the advantages of top down analysis. So this help you to go from a weekly time frame, most times even a monthly if possible, to know okay, this is what the monthly is saying before you can now go to a lower time frame to get your positioning. So that's what usually what I do. Sometimes I go to like a monthly time frame. So most times, anytime I analyze now, I don't really go too much. Why? Because I didn't know what the monthly is saying. I've done that work already. I know what the monthly is saying, so I don't have to go all the way to the monthly to check out what market is doing at that point in time. So monthly, obviously monthly is bullish, right? But if you check the daily, now I was saying something the other time before, on a weekly. I said if you look at the weekly time frame, you notice that what price literally just tap on a key level, a very strong key level, and we had an impulsive rejection immediately, right? Showing that okay, that level is a very good level, like a very strong level, right? Takes me down to a 4 hour. Now, but there is something on the 4 hour that I'm saying. Now, this is where we pay close attention to. Now, if you notice on a daily time frame, there is this gap here that hasn't been filled. There's a gap here that I'm seeing. I'm looking at market filling soon. This being an engineered liquidity to feed this area and like push towards the upside. But there again, if you check a 4 hour, if you notice where price rejected from, it's a very strong 4 hour OB, which is a very good level. A strong 4 hour OB. We had a rejection, but guess what? Price hasn't impulsively broken out of this high yet. Of this high yet. So now the only condition I want to see the market do before I can either take this level as a good buy zone for me is one thing. That's what I'm going to explain to you guys now. Very important. Now, most times I tell my student that before you can on another time frame will just tell you, okay, this is the directional bias. Okay, this is where market is heading towards. That it will not give you an entry model that okay, but because some people do enter on directional biases, like okay, from directional POIs. Like before I now we got a directional PI, which was this OB. Ideally, I'm not going to like get in on this type of trade. Because most times it might take months for you to take out this high. Because if I'm buying here, this would be my optimal TP for any all-time high to be formed. And guess what? Let's say I want to buy from here from this PUI, right? And my SA is like kind of here below the PUI. I should be targeting like 1 to 10 hour. And within all this price action, before price get to that level, I might literally make more than 10 hour. You get my point. So now, in as much as have a level here that price might literally test, I have to wait for more confirmations before I can say I want to up on this type of trade. And what's the confirmation? I want to see full confirmation that prices now is price has continued to be in bullish back. And what's that confirmation? I need this eye to get taken out. I was like, Adex, why do you have that eye to get taken out? Why can't I just catch a buy from here to this point? Now, I was telling if I was telling some group of people that you need to understand that trading is not about catching every move. It's all about catching the right move. You don't have to catch every move that the market makes. But the question is, are you in the right position to catch the right move? Do you get? It's not about every move. Market can open, like I've seen issues where market opens with a gap, takes out this eye. Good. I'm now bullish. I can now look for my buy entries and continue until this eye gets taken out. Remember, I said this low still looks something that look possible, because most times what markets always want to do is, I feel like that's the major reason why price is rejecting from this eye, showing that okay, what this structure, this berry structure is still very valid until maybe price tap on this area. I know a lot of people that have been on this band were like, what's the use of that pullback and all of those things. Price might just come tap on this here, tap on this level, and like spike towards the upside. Regardless, I'm still very safe. Now, that's the basic. Let me see if there is any. Okay, do you have any issue? Can you guys hear me like very well? I don't know. Okay, yeah, okay, sharp, 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 sharp. Okay, all right, good. So, regardless of the two case scenario, we are still very safe. We are still very safe. Why? Because at the end of the day, coming, uncheck the level on uncheck the level on a 4 hour. If I'm modifying the daily fair value gap that I saw here. Okay, good. Okay, regardless. Okay. So I'm saying, so now if price opens and market comes here, and market comes to this level and taps this level, guess what? I'll not be on any trade. If market so sorry, if market opens and then spike towards this upside, I'll still be watching closely. I'll still be observing like really closely. Because I would not also be on any trade until this eye gets taken out. Remember, I said any trades we are taking this year should be quality setups alone. There's nothing like forcing trades. There is nothing like forcing trades. If your setup do not align, stay out of the market. Stay out. You get. So I saw a lot of people posting buy setup from here, this level. I'll not be surprised if markets open and hunt them down. I won't be surprised at all. Because you guys have seen the entire market play from what a daily time frame. You know, okay, if market dumps, know that okay, this is the level price wants to tap on. And guess what? We'll not be buying exactly from here until we see what we call our market structure shift before we can ask, okay, let's now look for buy opportunities. That is how to stay safe with gold and not get haunted unnecessarily. You don't buy at every period. The question is, do you understand the market will I use the word market scenario at that point? You get. So if I probably want to do anything on gold, either if this eye gets taken out, good, I already have my market structure shift. And what do I mean by market structure shift? This eye got taken out. This is my change of character. Then this will be my next break of structure on a 1 hour. I'm like, okay, good, we're good. We can start looking for buy options. That means this level is valid. You guys get my point. Like, can I look for buy opportunities to like continue buy towards this side? Yes. So now I hope I was able to like break this down, because um it's our session here is not is more about understanding the market condition than just giving a POI. You get. Maybe as time goes on, we'll be seeing if you can like trade live on like maybe just a weekly bias, maybe on a Monday, on a Tuesday, or like Wednesday. Because most times I don't trade on Monday anymore for now. Because Monday is always like me expecting or like trying to see what the market is going to do, basically. Like what is going to happen now. So ideally, if I don't trade on Monday, you see it is very legit, because I'm trying to see what the market is going to do like on Monday. If market is going to come here, tap on this POI, or like take out this eye. If they not tap on this pair, I'll take out this eye and still manipulate around this here. What will I do? Just observe. All I need is one good trade to give me like 5 hours, 6 hours. Then I'm partially done for the week. You get, rather than trying to rush trades or trying to like put yourself in a very tight position. Now the question, a lot of people say, Alex, you know it, you not take any trade. You need to understand that not even trading is part of trading. As I most time I'm trading, I try to spend my time, back testing, try to understand favorable market conditions and all of those things. You get. So that's one disadvantage of trading one pair, the fact that you have to wait. But the question, but guess what? I love waiting because guess what? During waiting, my money is safe. Rather than just jumping into a trade that will, mess up my account and then I'll probably kind of start rejecting, regretting later. You get. So that's that about gold, right? Um, okay, I'm coming. So like I'll try to like check out what Euro US is doing as well, because I've just been observing Euro USD for a while, but just observing because it has some really clean price action. Call like about 3 trades consecutively. That was my risk, because they trade Euro USD. I don't. I'm trying to like tell them that regardless of anything you trade, my strategy like works perfectly well. Basically, now what's Euro USD doing? We call this by held it for like about a week, or that is the annoying thing about normal pairs that I'm not sure I can really fit into anymore because of the volatility of code that has really messed me up. You get. So I was on this Euro USD, it was buying smoothly, and I'm like, oh nice. So there is, until I saw this poop, I'm like, what's happening? And the price out to ETP. This ran for over like 1 week straight, and I'm like, just for 94 pips. Gold give me 94 pips in 5 minutes. Like, that's the advantage of trading good. So there's this mentality that comes in. Once you trade good for a while, you can never. It will be very hard for you to go to any other less pair. Maybe NAS 100 and US 30. Yes, you can go to all those. But like Euro US, GBP US, nah, you're gonna so lag because you'll be expecting some impulsive move and they'll just be vexing. Just like this particular trade. I was with my guy, I was trying to like go for like an event and all. So we wanted to like we don't use the funds. Wanted to like just flip it and like use the profit to like go for that outing. And I'm like thinking because gold was no good. I told you I don't want to force gold for anything because I know if anytime you force gold, because that money you want to flip, gold collect it again. You guys will enter deficit. Right. So I'm like, I saw a clean price action on EU. Let's just risk it. We waited since morning that I took the trade. It's supposed to go out like in the morning. We waited until like I was like before until like 4 there about before we had TP it before we could actually leave, and then you know we chilled out basically. You know. So if it was good, 32 pips, trust me, it will that it will that give you in less than 5 minutes. Yeah, that's just a disadvantage because I cannot actually even go back to any other pay anymore. Yeah. So what am I seeing on EU right now? Basically, from a 4 hour time frame, you are still clearly bullish, right? And on that's on higher time on an higher time frame bias. So one thing I always say is that if your lower time frame does not align with your higher time frame, it is best to stay out of the market. What do I mean by that? If your higher time frame is showing you bullish and your lower time frame that you want to get your entry from, let's say on a 15 minute or a 30 minute is showing you bearish, stay out of that market or wait for a or a confirmation like to like continue buying. That's provided you want to trade with the trend. So I have a principle that if I'm trading counter trend, I reach 0.5%. Like in a trade like this day I did not follow any rule because I just need to like flip up the money, right? So if I'm to like use this principle in my normal live account that I'm trying to like grow, I would have reached 0.5% on this particular trade. Why? Because it's a counter trend trade. My higher time frame is showing me bullish and my lower time frame is showing me bearish. But I'm trying to follow my lower time frame bias. That's a counter trend trade. So I'm using 0.5%. So that even if it goes against me, just 1 hour on a normal trend will just clear out 0.5 hour. Like not even full 1 hour. 0.5 hour will clear out my SL. So it keeps me in a very safe haven. You get my point? So like having a principle that guides you through your day-to-day trading is also very, very important as a trader. You get, so on a normal day, I would have probably just reached 0.5% because I had a lot of conviction. Market structure has shifted on lower time frame. I'm like, okay, this is a very clean POI that price in there to like reject from. You get, I had like so much conviction. That's why I took this trade. So on a normal day, if I'm to trade on my live account, I'd have used 0.5% to just like get 1.5%. You get. But if it was a trade like this, now this is fully one piece. I'm going 1 hour. I said 1%. I meant like 1 hour. Sorry, I meant like 1 hour. So I would have gone 1 hour is like the risks I want to take it. That being 25% of my total account. Most times my total account I risk 25% per trade on my account. I do 25% per trade. So like I would have gone in full 25%. Yeah, I would have just reached 12.5%. You get my point, please. Very, very important, guys. I have like a rule that so in this case scenario, the only reason that will allow me buy this market and reach 1 hour of my trade is when I see this I guess taken out. Once I see this I guess taken out, go price close above it with a full body candle. Good. I can look for my buy opportunities and continue buying and reach my normal 1 hour. You get my point. So currently, right now, I don't want to do anything on EU. What I'm seeing is once this I guess taken out, then I can start looking for possible POIs to like continue buy opportunities on EU basically. Right. So any pair you want to analyze, you guys can drop now. I have just two pairs that I'll be picking, and then we'll call it a day. Okay. BTC. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what we have on BTC. Understand that it's very important to use Coinbase for BTC. That's the cleanest chart. Been a while, I've checked this guy out. So from a daily time frame, let me see where price is coming from. Is if it's a very good area. Mm, yep, coming from a very good POI. Nice, right? On swing guys, you should be looking to like just crazily long BTC for swing guys. But like let's look out for pure price action, like for day traders basically. For day traders, this was a recent break of structure. Mm, check 15 minutes. Get a clean one. Modified. Mm, mm, mm. Mitigated. Mitigated. Invalid. This BOS. Check 30 minutes. If it's still valid. Okay. I'm closely observing this area. Closely observing this area for a good rejection of, you know, and seems price already engineered liquidity. Remember, I just want to see from this area down to where price coming. That's my settings. So this can be my engineered liquidity. The fact that price almost go down rejected. So let's see how price rejects from here. This should be like a very good level. So like long price. Let's continue the buy projection because that's why I took time because I'm trying to look at levels below that price might literally get to. So anything that allow price breaks below this level, you should see lower prices being haunted, like lower prices being haunted. So you can just check mark out this POI. It should be like a very good PI for price to reject from um on BTC, because anything that allows price take out this level, then BTC is heading. Come on, and check 4 hours. So it is closing up of all these levels. Yes, that's a very good POI. Closing up of on all these levels. All this is like this is like a rejection zone. This is like a very good rejection zone. A very good one. A very very good one. Coming. This is the entire zone here. See how many times price has rejected off the area. One, two, three, four. So like that's a very good zone. Yeah. For price to use it as a what? More like a resistance on support level. So like continue pushing price towards the upside. The next target should be price getting to this level. You know, this level might also pull price back. So like that's a very good level for gold for BTC. I mean, you know, but then you can extend your SL below this fair value gap to this level. That's why I'm saying that. That's why most times I say that taking a trade is beyond just basically taking the trade. It's understanding the entire price movement. So imagine imagine price does something like does a stop loss hunt, try to like fill up this gap before it's pushed towards the upside. The question is my directional bias correct? Is my positioning correct? Yes. But the question is what my SL is freaking wrong. Why? Because price would have literally just what can literally just come and fill up this gap and continue pushing towards the upside. Why? Because of I was just staying. If I just literally stay on a 15 minutes, I would not know that what price can literally just do that. You get, because this gap needs to be filled. You know, so that's basically it on BTC, and just like a clean 1 to 3 hour should do. Let me see. Okay, yeah, that's basically it. So we'll be ending the live stream now. I'll just want to check it out if I've done rubbish right now, or like it was smooth. And then for my location, I'm getting. I'm just like literally on my bed right now, just on like just on my system, and I'll kind of like work on my location. Um, and try like fix some other stuff. Like on the first one, I just hope this is very clean and okay, and you guys can get the recordings as well to like understand why I took buys from levels, maybe after the reject and all of those things. So nice having you guys around. I always want to go with you guys, and and one of and like I said, I posted some flippings on my Telegram the other time. Look, people are going to end them. I'll like something like this. Something like this I did on December. You guys can see this, and something like this. Can we like trade life together and all of those things, like so that I show how I stack and all. It's very easy. Stacking is like the easiest thing. Um, I'll show you an image. Let's see an image or like a particular trade. Okay, let me show you a particular trade real quick. I'll show you a particular trade real quick. A particular trade. Let me stop sharing. I'll show you a particular trade screenshots real quick. Um, um, where's my downloads? Okay, this was while I was back testing yesterday. Was that this was even a live one? That was recently. Where's gold? That's crazy. I have another meeting now. I'm not quite low soon. Okay, I know I can get. Okay, okay, I've seen it. I've seen it. Okay, let me share my screen again. Hmm. Okay, can you guys see my screen? I hope you guys can see it. I just hope so, cause now, this particular trade, this around this level was when I had my first entry. But guess what? This was where I continued like stacking and adding more positions, adding more, add over like five positions, like five, six, no, so six different positions on that particular trade. Originally, the trade was meant to just be like a a one to majorly just like a 1 to 7 hour, but after like stacking and adding a lot of positions, it later became like about. Okay, let me just I'll just show you on my phone. That'll be better, right? So that it saves time and all. Because I stopped sharing just now. So this particular trade. I don't know if you guys can see my screen, but there we're gonna work it out. I'm not sure you guys see my screen. I'll share it to the okay, let me share it to the Telegram channel. I'll share it to the Telegram channel so everybody can have access to it. I hope that's fine. Okay, it's there already. It's on Telegram channel already, guys. It's on Telegram channel. So on that particular trade, I had five different entries. Five. That's like the set of the okay, on that particular trade I did about coming. I had about five different entries. Now what I do is it's always calculative. I'm supposed to like host a session for it. I'll probably host a session for stacking, a session for like doing flippings, like calculative flippings, not like just flipping anyhow and just on one particular entry just stack a lot of positions. No, if price reverses a little, you are out and you are done for. Like straight up, your money is gone. Like stacking with precisions is very, very important, right? No, okay, at this point, at your first entry is your normal risk. So let's say you have a $1,000 account, you want to risk like 250K. Now the question is, suppose that 300 weeks, do you know? Okay, let me shock you. Let me shock you. That trade, that account that did 200 to 1,000, this one, the weeks was just 800 from the 200, just 800. That I see the maximum position is running 500. So the trade was like a 1 to 7 hour trade. A 1 to 7 hour trade. It was almost at TP. That was the first. You see, the first position was like running 532. Trade was like a 1 to 7 hour trade, something like that, right? And the other position, see the difference between the first entry. Look at the other entry was like 0. The first entry was like 0.02. That's the one that's the maximum entry before lot size was not increased like as price like continue moving towards the upside. Like it's an entire concept, there's a calculation towards it. Maybe we just post a session one day and like on how to flip and how to like add um have like re-entries when you're on a particular trade. That you notice that in a trade you can make a total of like 25 hour flat on a 1 to 7 hour trade. You can make a total of 25 hour like straight up, you get. And sometimes price might do. So you need to open your mind to this and that not all the time it works. Open your mind to that fact. Very, very important. That will help you a lot. you know, that's why stacking at precision at precise area is very important. So that at the end of the day, even if price reverses to over like 50% of your initial entry, you are still up. you're still floating. Your initial capital is still like keeping you afloat. Very, very important stuffs, very, very important stuffs. So I guess we'll call it a day. No, I'll probably try to communicate with you. We just have a session whereby we'll have like we try to understand all how this works, and we'll do a challenge. We'll do a challenge. We'll probably open a separate community where we'll have a challenge of 100 to maybe 1,000 or 2,000. I did it with my student, and one of them is already on 1,000. Let me show you. Let me show you. So see the balance. See the balance. 1,000. This was when it was like up 500. One of them like is still up like just 43. You know, this was a setup. That EU setup. So you know that we're not like nope. It was one of them that gave it to me like come in. This was when we hit CP, you know. So that's basically it. So it's more like, so I'll probably create like a private com whereby we will like, just trade together, try to do like the challenge, and everybody like, try to like, maximize their funds and all. So take care guys, and have a profitable week ahead. Remember to stick to your plan. Don't over trade, don't over leverage, and proper analysis. If it's not your A setup, stay out. Stay out. Don't force that. Don't force it at all. You know. Thank you guys, and bye bye.